We create our own scene, basically. There's not really a band like us. We draw in Texas as well as pretty, I guess, anybody, and that's the scene. You know, we're not part of an alternative thing. We're not part of a country thing. It's just hard scene.
So where do you get a lot of your influences from, your inspirations or ideas?
Old and new stuff, you know.
Right.
Let's talk about your adornments on your all over your bodies. Actually, does everybody have tattoos here? You don't have them. Now, what's your name? Why have you no tattoos?
Well, the reason why is just, I haven't just come down with a God idea for something that
you want that Cowboys helmet though?
Cowboys helmet, fishing pole, money, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, I'd like to just they're pretty great, these ones. So let's just take a look at them. All right. So we have up here body and blood. Oh my God, joy and pain, life and death. Now, who designed these and did these for you?
I designed a lot of them, you know, but with the help of your artist, you got a guy named Randy Adams out of Texas. He's doing some work in California right now. He's done a lot of his, and we got my boy downtown J.J. Brown. He does like Rob Halford from Judas Priest. Did some work on Sebastian Bach, did some work on him, did some work on me. He's out of Phoenix. And
the main one.
Busted. Papa signed it.
That's it. Let's say unscarred.
Unscarred by trials.
Now, when you're a grandfather, how will you feel about these kinds of things, unscarred on your tummy?
This is the most money I've ever made. This is the best time I've ever had, you know, so this is happening, man. This is life.
On your head, you have strength?
Strength, and I got the ever popular Cowboys from Hell.
And did that hurt the most?
I didn't come. Sorry.
Talk about Judas Priest for a second. I hear that your appearance on Much Music led to hanging out with these guys?
Rob gave us a call at the hotel. This is Rob. I can't do it. You do it.
This is Rob Halford from Judas Priest. And we're like, you know, what you do?
So we saw you on Much Music?
Yeah, that's exactly where he saw us. The first time he was in town doing publicity for the Painkiller record.
Painkiller.
And he saw us, and ever since then we've been really closely knit. He's supported. Yeah, he came out and jammed with us and all that. But since then, you know, Judas Priest himself have taken us to Europe for like 3.5 months. He's kept in touch, and you know, he's doing his solo thing now. He's not apart from Judas Priest like many people think. He just departed to do a solo thing. He, you know, wants us to jam with him or help him out with ideas and stuff, along with, you know, a lot of his other friends. And it's we're going to support him as much as he supported us.
Now you're also hanging out with Skid Row these days. You're opening up for them, but I understand that you're getting a little more attention than them these days.
I wouldn't say that, really. You know,
we've toured for quite a while. All we do is drink, make videos. And
I think we make a spectacle between the two of us pretty well, you know.
How's your music different?
Our music is more of an extreme of, I guess, a heavy side of music. Theirs is what you still call accessible, yet, you know, compared to their last record, it's a lot heavier than their first record. You know what I'm saying? The Slave to the Grind is heavier than, what's the name of the first one? Skid Row. And so, in a way, it's compatible, because they've gained some heavy fans, and they have that audience that hasn't seen a band like us, and we're fortunate enough that we can win them over, you know. We do well. We do real well.
Hit them over the head, more like? Speaking of which, take a look at this if you can get a close-up of this. This is the CD cover, and it's a face with a fist. And of course, be careful, some of these lyrics may be offensive to you listeners. Yeah, there is. There isn't? Are there offensive lyrics in there?
Damn straight.
No, it usually says that parental.
No, we don't have the parental problem here. This is just, you know.
It's in general, if you don't have. Well, that's the way to do things now. That's cool.
It's Canada.
Well, back in the States, you know, there's all that parental thing, and most of the people who stick those things on don't even have any kids, so their heads are up there, you know.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for taking the time out. You've got the rest of the day off. Just sound check. What's the deal? What do you do the rest of the day?
We're going to in-store coming up.
What's the name of that place? Riggs.
You're going to go to
HMV, yeah. Got in-store, got interviews, and etc.
Good one. Okay, well, the album is called Vulgar Display of Power, which is a really good album title. And the video that we're going to see is...
Mouthful War.
Now tell me about what it's about.
I'll tell you that it's the #1 ever debuting metal single in the history of what? The U.S. or whatever, and heavy metal in general, and just in general. And it's about channeling hate into something productive, and so we feel like it's a positive song. Let it rip.
Wait, before we do that, I just want to ask you one question. When I was reading about you guys, the band said that they're not only angry, but very angry in general. Now, where does this anger come from?
Well, a lot of it's focused around my lyrics, because I write most of the lyrics, but it's all it's relevant stuff that anybody that's young today, being rich, poor, middle class, whatever, is going to feel at one point or another. So it's real easy to identify with. That's why we can all identify with it. That's why we all write very well together. And it's just, I guess, the way I put things. You know, it's
pretty blunt.
Yeah. I'm not going to beat around the bush and make a big, pretty rhyme out of something and sugarcoat it just to make it sound nice on the record.
Now, what happens if you sell a couple million copies of this and you get rich and life doesn't seem so hard?
Then I'll write a record. I'll write lyrics to how I feel that week.
Cool.
And that's the truth.
Right on. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys, this is Pantera. Unmuch.